Welcome back. The Austin Fire Department is looking for better ways to serve our community. The department recently released its 2019 report, which says AFD will refocus on 6 key areas, which includes response, equipment, and public education. I spoke with Austin Fire about what's to come. Here to talk about AFD's efforts is Assistant Chief Aaron Wolverton. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
AFD says one goal this year is to focus on equipment to better serve our community. Now, we've already seen a new fire truck fleet design aimed at reducing the risk of cancer for firefighters. Is there anything else you're working on to help firefighters or the community?
Yeah, absolutely. With regard to the cancer, our carcinogen initiative, we're also delivering fresh sets of turnouts, or the gear that firefighters wear, their coats and pants, actually to the scene, so that when they leave the scene of a fire, they're actually in gear that's free of carcinogens.
And we all can relate to this. Obviously, Austin traffic is a problem for you first responders as well. Last year, you were thinking about shorter trucks to maneuver better through the tight traffic, hoping to improve your response times. Where does that stand right now?
So we continue to look at alternatives to be able to get around in a more congested city. Street widths are narrowing as we have more bikes on the road, more pedestrians, and so we continue to look at vehicles with shorter wheelbase, narrower design, and we're also looking at the possibility of looking at alternative vehicles for like possible medical response units.
And is there anything else, maybe not equipment related, that's being looked at to improve response times?
Well, we actually look at traffic preemption as another alternative to improve response times. Obviously, we're building a few more fire stations, and that has the most dramatic effect on response times overall, with one that's being built in Del Valle right now, and another one that's expected to start as soon as that one finishes out near Travis Country.
One of the programs AFD created last year to educate the public on what we can do was the Red Angel program. But could you explain how that helps out neighbors and what we can expect on that or any other potential programs you're working with right now?
Sure. So the Red Angels program tries to pair patients that we see on a more frequent basis with healthcare providers that are more appropriate than using 911 as a service. And so nurses that volunteer will actually come out and do home healthcare checks and try to steer these patients that we're seeing more often to better networks for care.
All right. And a story we've been following as AFD is working to get city leaders to adopt the Wildland Urban Interface Code for our region. Do you have any update on where we're at in that process?
That process is still ongoing. I'd have to check with our fire marshal to see exactly where we are on it, but I know it's moving forward.
Now, final thoughts. Is there anything in that report you all see needs to be addressed immediately?
So one thing we would like to do is actually get more home inspections and more installations of smoke alarms in houses. We think that bringing the homeowner's attention to the fact that there is something going on in their home is probably one of the best things we can do. And so this year we want to install more smoke alarms in houses.
All right. Well, we are out of time. Aaron Wolverton, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.